The files have destroyed the trust amongst the MAGA base. But how do we regain this trust? Hello guys, my name is Joe. I talk everything about geopolitics and macroeconomics. And in today's episode, we will talk about how to regain trust. How to regain trust amongst your own followers. Now, in the last couple of months, we have seen that the Epstein files, I don't know if I can say the word on YouTube right here, but the files, you will know the ones that I'm referring to. I will just call them the files, just in case, because the censorship is ramping up online, and so I will just refer to them just files. The files have truly driven a wedge, truly driven gap in between the MAGA movement. They are truly destroying the MAGA movement. There has been the latest controversy in between some of the figures like Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson, and a bit more controversial Nick Fuentes. There is a bit drama going on, and as some people have pointed out, it may be due to the fact that there has been trust broken amongst the MAGA movement. And so, how do we regain the trust? Now, before I answer this obvious question, first allow me to just please introduce a little bit of context, a little bit of history into this particular scandal. First, I want to mention that obviously this scandal happened almost 10 years ago. It's pretty much 9 years ago since Epstein have been found dead. I think it's somewhere along the lines of 9 years ago. And we have to understand that ever since this case happened, there hasn't been any effort to look into it. That means that for 9 years, this case has been sitting pretty much cold. It has been quite a cold case, and only no one else, but only President Trump was promising in his campaign that he's going to look into this, that he's going to reignite this case, and that he will get to the bottom of this. And there was a true attempt to do so in the beginning of this presidency. In the beginning of his presidency, there were true attempts to do so, but the problem is that they were done amateurly, by amateurs. That's what I'm trying to say. There is a lack of expertise amongst the people that have looked into this case. At least that's what I would suggest. Therefore, in order to regain trust, it would be truly appropriate to create an inquiry, to create a independent investigation, and this independent investigation needs to be led by people who have a true experience, true years and decades on their resumes. It cannot be MAGA influencers. It cannot be people who have not seen, law textbook, who have never seen a law textbook in their entire life. And I just want to be straightforward. I'm obviously not a lawyer either. So it truly needs to be someone with a deep-rooted experience. These people need to be cherry-picked with a deep-rooted experience, decades and decades on their resumes, and therefore, showing that you are truly serious, showing that you are creating true attempts with a real expert, true real experts, will hopefully regain trust amongst the MAGA base, the MAGA followers. One thing that I cannot stress enough, and this is extremely important, this is not true just of the case of the files scandal. This is not just the files scandal, but everything that has been done so far in the first 6 months have been done quite chaotically. It has been done prematurely. There needs to be much more work done behind the scenes. There is not enough. When you are, for example, building a house, there is not enough, the first pillars. There needs to be much more preparations. There needs to be much more work done behind the scenes. Analysis. There needs to be much more deep-rooted, experienced work done behind the scenes. Everything is being drawn prematurely. Everything is being rushed. And so I cannot stress enough, this investigation needs to take time, much longer than 6 months. It's just not enough, because this is a huge political case. This is not just this is not your average day case, and trying to rush things in your first 6 months is just everything is just premature and chaotic. It needs to be done much more slower, calmly done. Everything needs to be much more, there needs to be time, There needs to be time. And if we are completely honest with ourselves, like President Trump said, or like he suggested in many of his works, he's surprised that people even care about this, that people still even care about Jeffrey Epstein. And that is because when you are president, the list of priorities is obviously insane. And on top of the priorities are obviously the wars, like for example the war in between Ukraine and Russia, and files and cases like this particular case are usually not even making the list. They are really down. You have, for example, the wars, the conflicts, and then you have internal issues in the United States, and then maybe after that you have some kind of cases that are worth looking into, older cases. This is a 9-year-old case at least, and so this doesn't really make the top of the top priorities for the White House, obviously so, and so it needs to be acted upon accordingly. There needs to be people with deep-rooted expertise who will look into this, but they need to take a real appropriate time. It cannot be rushed by MAGA influencers, like we have seen done so far. And so my recommendation would be to create an inquiry, investigation. It means independent investigation, and take time. Definitely take a long time. Look into it. Look into this appropriately, and not try to corner anything. Not trying to rush anything. Not trying to rush anything prematurely without the hard work being done. But seriously, take this very seriously, and take the appropriate amount of time to correct the case. Now, with all of this being said, I would love to end the video here, but do not go anywhere. Guys, do not go anywhere. As you might have know or not know, I'm not just a content creator, I'm not just a video creator, but I'm also a writer too. I write a blog. It is quite unique, amazing and fun. And you will definitely find it fun as well. You will definitely find it funny and hilarious as well. So make sure to check it out. Also, make sure to smash that subscribe button. Make sure to smash that like button, especially if you haven't done so yet. Also, make sure to check out the video here. Make sure to check out the video there. And make sure to check out the video everywhere. And guys, I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.